What is these? What did you get involved in this event for? This is, you're going down an icy run in a bobsled at 85 miles an hour.
Yeah, I've always had a crazy competitive nature, and I was just in the right place at the right time, like you described before, and I ran track in college at Cornell University, and a teammate of mine who was a couple years older joined the men's team and met the women's team and just immediately thought of me and thought I'd be crazy enough to try it. So he called me up and invited me up to Lake Placid.
I see, so it was a crazy moment.
Yes.
Okay, well, all right. For Steve, was it a crazy moment for you too? How did you get involved in this sport?
I describe it as that I just got lucky. I ran track and field in college at about 225 pounds, which for the 100 meters and the long jump, that's borderline obese. So after graduating, I was realistic enough to realize that my track and field career was done and really sought out a sport that would better play to what I had to offer.
And that is running and pushing something so that it goes 90
pushing
miles
a heavy
an hour.
sled. Yeah.
Pushing a heavy sled. That's you, right?
That's me.
They didn't want to put the reins on you, right? Like a reindeer. But so tell us about the sled. What's the technology that goes into the sled, and what's it like to go down the track?
Well, I remember my first ride down the track vividly. After about one turn, I was convinced the sled was broken. It's just so much more violent and uncomfortable than you could ever imagine.
Major vibration.
Major vibrations.
You have to wear anything in your teeth to keep your teeth from
We
chattering?
do wear mouth guards because we like our teeth and want to keep those in there.
Helmets, mouth guards?
Helmets are a must, and we wear a burn vest as well, which is a Kevlar vest essentially, so if we do flip over, we have some protection.
Jamie, how do you participate in all these events, moving the bobsled around? I mean, this seems like a very cumbersome and expensive proposition.
It is. It takes a lot of hard work. It's not a luxurious sport by any means. We're out there every day moving these 400-pound sleds by ourselves, with our own hands, with our teammates. We all need to work together because there's no way one person can move the sled by themselves. So it's definitely a whole team effort, and we're out there every day lifting the sleds, getting them on the trucks, and doing all the behind-the-work scenes.
I'm glad you mentioned teammates, because there is a teammate that you are closer to than other teammates, and I believe that teammate is in competition with several other people. Tell us the story.
Sorry, who are you referring to?
I'm referring to your fiancé.
Oh, my fiancé, sorry.
Yes. He's not going to like that you didn't remember that.
Yes, my fiancé is Christian Poser. He's on the German men's bobsled team, and we met at a World Cup in Whistler a couple years ago and just started talking and realized we had a lot in common and shared the same goal and dream of becoming Olympians. And one thing led to another, and here we are, engaged and getting ready to get married this summer.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Steve, have you competed against Jamie's fiancé?
I have. We're actually very close. He's a great guy.
Yeah.
And he also competes for a very competitive team. The Germans had 3 sleds this year that all did extremely well.
What is it about the U.S. team this year? You're wearing 2 bronze medals. Jamie's got a bronze medal. What is it about the team this year that brought home so many medals?
I feel like people just bring out their best for the Olympic year. When it comes to winning medals and doing well on the hill, it takes 3 things. It's going to take great equipment, which we have from BMW in the Bodine project. You need a great drive, which Steve Holcomb is one of the best drivers in the world, as is Jamie. And then you need a great push, and that's kind of where my teammates and I come in.
Jamie, what's the difference between the driver and the pusher?
For me, it was a lot more responsibility when I switched from being a brakeman to a driver in the front seat. So in the beginning, before you make the World Cup team, you're financially responsible to getting your team around to all the lower circuits before you earn your way up to World Cup. But also the responsibility of driving the sled safely down the hill. And in bobsled, when you make a mistake, you're not only punished mentally, but you're punished physically as well. So that's a lot of responsibility.